Greetings gamers! Nintendo just did the whole Nintendo Switch presentation, and for anybody that didn't miss it, because I know there was about 8,000 people that were watching it when I was watching it, so guys, we're going to break it all down, try and give you just the facts, and then let you know what we think. So guys, first things first, the launch date for Nintendo Switch is the 3rd of March 2017. Yes, it's about 6 weeks away. So a little bit I'm annoying about that. Obviously, you know, I would have liked more time, but it's not like I can make videos on it anyway because Nintendo's just going to copyright my stuff. Guys, the price was also released as well. The price in Japan was $29,980, or in America it is $299.99. So $300 basically. Guys, it is a little bit dearer than what it was expected to be. It was expected to be the $249.99, but it hasn't been released at $299. So yeah, we'll get to that towards the end of the video. It will have online services, so you can play with friends online throughout a smart device. Now obviously it's going to be for free for the first few months, and then it is going to become a paid service. So it's going to be a lot like Xbox and PlayStation, where you do pay your monthly subscription fee, and that allows you to play online. But the first few months of it, it will be free. So that's obviously some good news there. Region locking, guys, the software for the game is going to be completely unlocked for the first time for Nintendo. So guys, if you buy your games from Japan, you will be able to play them in Australia, or if you buy them in America, you will be able to play them in Japan, vice versa, wherever you want to play. So it is going to be region free, which is a good thing because that does mean we get a lot of the quirky Asian games, and we do get to play a lot of those. So prepare for a whole bunch of wackiness because some of those games are pretty sweet. Guys, apart from that, Switch will have all functions, previous extras and alike. For example, rumble pack, analog sticks, etc., that have came out on the existing Nintendo consoles. What that basically means is that your Nintendo Switch will have all the previous features that your previous Nintendos have had, including the little wristband that came out on the Wii. So yeah, you basically will have a console that is basically everything, every previous edition of the Nintendo console all shoved into one. And a lot of it has been upgraded as well. They did make reference to the Joy-Con rumble system that is actually in the Nintendo, and apparently that is pretty sweet. So basically, guys, this rumble pack is a pretty sweet thing. It has been upgraded from the previous editions. So basically you can go through it. For example, if there's a game where there's like ice dropping in a jar, you will actually feel the ice rumbling in your hand. And it feels really realistic. Also, for example, that same glass is filled with water, you will actually feel the ice rumbling around in the water. It is a very HD sort of rumble pack that will come out on the Nintendo Switch. So looking forward to basically having a go at that. The battery life on the Nintendo Switch has been mentioned at 2.5 hours or 6 hours. Now I imagine the 2.5 hours part is obviously in game mode, where obviously it's walking around without being plugged into the docking station, and obviously 6 hours, for example, if it's on the actual theater mode, where you actually pop the little screen out. I'll get to those different modes in a sec. Now guys, Wi-Fi connectivity will be available and up to 8 switches to connect against each other to play games. So if you have friends that have a Switch, you will be able to verse each other, play against each other, play with each other, at up to 8 different connections at once. The screen capture button is available on the Nintendo Switch, and it will allow you to put that on social media. Now that will be at game launch, so you will be able to go through and do that at launch. But you'll also be able to go through at a later date and use the video capture as well. Now the video capture won't be at launch. It is something that it is coming at a later date, but the screen capture will be there from launch date. Now guys, obviously that's a lot to do with the hardware. Now let's break down the software side of things. For example, the games that are coming out, and there is a shit ton of them, so obviously we're just going to pick some of the ones that were mentioned. Guys, 1, 2, 3 Switch, it's basically like an old style sort of quick draw game where you give a remote to each person and then obviously you're sort of looking at each other and the first person to draw, then obviously it goes by reflection time and stuff like that. So it's a way of sort of measuring your reflexes. It's like mixing the Wii U with the Nintendo Switch. There is another game called Arms, which is basically a boxing game with extendable arms. You can do guard, you can do jumps, but basically you're just beating the shit out of each other while these two great big robots sort of rock'em sock'em punches, and they got these great big really long arms. Now guys, obviously that will be launched in this spring, where obviously 1, 2, 3 Switch will also be launched on the release date. Apart from that, we also did hear about Splatoon 2, which is coming in the summer. Super Mario Odyssey, which is a sandbox game, will be holiday season for 2017. So obviously that will be towards the end of the year. Xenoblade 2 was announced. Fire Emblem Warriors was announced. Skyrim is coming to Switch. Now, I know this got a little bit of a mixed result because obviously that was about 6 years after it came out on Xbox. So obviously that's a little bit weird, but anyway, FIFA will also be coming out on the Switch in 2017 as well, but they did mention that this was a custom build. So if you're expecting to play against other players or that are on different consoles, I don't think that will be happening. This does look like it will be a special edition for the Nintendo. Legend of Zelda was finally announced. Yay! Breath of the Wild. And it is coming out on March 3rd. And if that date seems familiar, guys, it will be on launch date. So that's really, really cool. So the first day it gets launched with the Nintendo Switch, you will be able to go through and also play the new Zelda game as well. Now, we did get a trailer for that. I will put a link in the description below for that. I can't use that in the video because Nintendo will hit me with a copyright strike. Thanks, Nintendo. But guys, basically that's sort of it. Look, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Are you keen for the Nintendo Switch? Are you a little bit worried about the price? It is $299, which is dearer than obviously what we're expecting. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Apart from that, guys, look, there was a whole stack of games announced, and there was just basically a flash after going through and sort of slow down the video. I thought I saw Minecraft there for a sec as well. But guys, look, let us know what you think in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell. Apparently that's important now. And apart from that, guys, I'll see you playing games. Have a great night and enjoy.